Hey everybody, just a little quick one today because my god it is hot. I'm a boil in the bag spicy curry right now. So Can-Am, you know the people who made those things that people argued whether it was a motorcycle or not, they have said they are coming back with a couple of electric bikes. More details to come in 2023, bikes not released until 2024. Sad, but they look awesome. Now I'm of course going to have to point out that these are concept images. I'm pretty sure these are CGI and not real bikes at this point, and very often concepts end up being very much nicer than what you end up with. So I hope they keep those designs because they look great. They've got the Pulse, which is like a Roadster naked bike, and the Origin, which is like this adventure bike, which kind of looks like the is it one of the 701 variants, or is it a KTM variant with that sort of shape? It's like a Dakar fairing. Interesting to see that adventure bikes seem to be slimming down these days, going from the big GS, you know, massive things to the more like the 701 lighter bikes, because I think actually the Dakar proved they were very, very capable. So lighter off-road ability, I think that's kind of where they're going with it. The motor options that so far has been mentioned is a 34 horsepower motor, but they think that it's going to take a varying different sizes of motors, so it won't just be a 34 horsepower one. One interesting thing about them is the way that the motor's set up. Would it be easier to stop somewhere to show this? Yes, it probably would. So on most electric bikes, the motor will be about here in the frame, and then your batteries are up there, and then you'll have a sprocket or a pulley or something like that that will run down, and you'll have a belt or a chain depending on if it's sprocket or pulley. What they've done with these bikes is I realise it would make a lot more sense if I actually show you with pictures. So if you look here on the swing arm, it's all enclosed. You can't actually see the chain or anything because the final drive is all hidden inside this, which is a single-sided swing arm. So this is one of the patent application papers, and as you can see, the motor is based here with a helical gear, which goes to a much larger gear, and then you've got a belt on the middle of that, which goes to another gear pulley. Because wow, this is the thing, that is a belt, it's not a chain. Because I've seen other places reporting this to be a chain. That is a belt as far as I can see. And it's got a tensioner on it and an oil bath apparently, so it's not going to need any maintenance, which is good if it's enclosed. It will just have to be changed periodically. And belts, if it is a belt, normally externally can last 25,000 miles. If it's internal like this, it could be huge numbers. But what's interesting is you'll see that the battery pack takes up this whole piece here, and then the motor, I can't work out if it's actually on the swing arm or whether it's in this bit. If we look from this view, I think this would be the motor, and that's where that final drive big pulley is. But it's a very interesting design. It's like a shaft drive in ways, but it's different. Shaft drive, would it be worth doing shaft drive rather than this? Because you'd have a pinion gear in the rod, but there might be efficiency losses, or it might need the gearing reduction because of the way that electric motors work with the amount of torque they have. But yeah, that's something that's different about it, and it's quite cool. But the point is, the motor is on the swing arm. It's not, I mean, what was like that? That was like some of those like 50cc scooter motorcycle copies where the rear swing arm also had the motor on it, but it kind of looked like a sports bike. But yeah, interesting they've moved it from there to there. I've not seen that done by anyone else. There isn't much more info than that out there that I've seen so far, but it's just interesting to see how the looks of electric bikes have really come forward to the point that now they just look good. They tended, you know, a long time ago to look a bit weird and funky, but now they're getting the styling down. What do you think of them? And if you just hate electric bikes, then you know, that's whatever. But I mean, I've actually ridden a lot of electrics, I've reviewed a lot, and they are good machines. I love my petrols. I mean, look, I've got a DR440 Supermoto. Well, so it's 400, I've made it to a 440, and I've done all sorts of work to it. You know, I really like tinkering with bikes. I like, you know, petrols, but I also like electrics, so I don't have that bias against them, shall we say. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, smack the like button. If you want to help support this channel, please consider doing that through Patreon. Otherwise, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.